What's it really like living in Latvia, Europe's country with the most dramatic shortage of men? The statistics are mind-blowing. Just 84 men for every 100 women, making this small Baltic nation the European territory where men literally become treasured commodities worth their weight in gold. Latvia stands as a fully developed nation, proudly holding European Union membership, boasting stable economic growth and stunning cities like Riga. Yet beneath this polished European facade lies a demographic reality that fundamentally reshapes daily existence for everyone who calls this place home. Picture yourself inhabiting a society where roughly 12 women compete for every 10 available men. This isn't merely some curious statistical anomaly, but rather a transformative force that completely revolutionizes social interactions, romantic landscapes, and even economic structures throughout the country. Today, we're diving deep into what it genuinely means to experience life in Latvia, particularly as a man, within a nation where masculine scarcity has generated a social phenomenon absolutely unprecedented anywhere else across Europe. Before we continue, here's a quick heads up. YouTube has been removing subscriptions without warning. Check right now if you're still subscribed and hit that like button. This strengthens our channel and ensures you'll receive upcoming episodes. And of course, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective matters to us. Official World Bank data reveals Latvia maintains 53.68% women versus 46.32% men. To put this into perspective, among Latvia's 1,900,000 total inhabitants, approximately 1,020,000 are women, while only 880,000 are men. This translates into literally 140,000 more women than men living throughout Latvia. The ripple effects from this imbalance prove fascinating, spanning everything from labor market shifts to profound transformations in relationship dynamics and social structures. Walking through Riga's streets, the capital city, you'll regularly witness groups of women actively competing for attention from the limited number of available men, creating social dynamics that simply don't exist anywhere else throughout Europe. This reality has transformed Latvia into a natural social laboratory where we can observe how masculine scarcity impacts every single aspect of life within a modern developed society. To grasp how Latvia developed this extraordinary men shortage, we must first understand the history and geography surrounding this captivating Baltic country. Latvia sits strategically in northeastern Europe, sharing borders with Estonia northward, Russia eastward, Belarus toward the southeast, Lithuania southward, plus boasting 500 kilometers of stunning Baltic Sea coastline westward. Spanning just 64,500 square kilometers, Latvia actually measures smaller than countries like Dominican Republic or Sri Lanka, yet its strategic Baltic importance has remained enormous throughout centuries. The capital city Riga, housing approximately 640,000 residents, contains nearly one-third of the entire national population and enjoys worldwide recognition for possessing Northern Europe's best-preserved medieval historic center, officially designated as UNESCO World Heritage. Latvia's economy has expanded dramatically since gaining independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, reaching approximately 18,000 euros annual GDP per capita. The nation joined NATO in 2004, entered the European Union that same year, and officially adopted the euro currency in 2014. Primary industries encompass information technology, where the country leads globally in cybersecurity innovation, timber processing thanks to extensive forests covering 52% of national territory, advanced manufacturing, plus a highly sophisticated financial sector. But here's where history becomes dramatic. 20th century events literally devastated Latvia's male population. During World War II, Latvia lost approximately 30% of its total population, with young men suffering disproportionately through mandatory military service and massive deportations to Siberian labor camps during Soviet occupation. Between 1941 and 1945, over 200,000 Latvians were murdered, deported, or fled the country, with the vast majority being men of reproductive age. The subsequent Soviet era brought additional deportations. In March 1949 alone, over 42,000 Latvians, predominantly men, were shipped to Siberian work camps. This masculine demographic hemorrhaging continued for decades, creating an imbalance that amplified with each passing generation, ultimately reaching today's situation where living in Latvia as a man automatically grants unique social advantages unmatched anywhere else throughout Europe. Point number 1. The numerical reality of living surrounded by more women than men and how this manifests in everyday life. The official statistics are absolutely staggering. Latvia maintains 84 men per 100 women, establishing it as Europe's country with the most severe gender imbalance. To better understand this proportion, imagine attending a party with 100 people. There would be approximately 42 men and 58 women present. In real terms, this means among Latvia's 1,900,000 inhabitants, roughly 880,000 are men, while 1,020,000 are women, creating a gap of 140,000 people. This disproportion becomes even more extreme within certain age brackets. Among 25 to 35-year-olds, considered the most romantically and socially active demographic, the ratio drops to merely 78 men per 100 women. Within Latvian universities, women represent 65% of all enrolled students, and in fields like medicine, psychology, and education, they reach 75%. Dating application statistics reveal fascinating insights. On Tinder Riga, average men receive between 80 and 120 matches weekly, while in cities like Madrid or Paris, the average ranges from 12 to 20 matches. Throughout Riga's shopping centers, it's common observing groups of 5 or 6 women for every 2 men. Restaurants and cafes have adapted their marketing strategies by targeting primarily female audiences, featuring special menus, decor, and themed events designed to attract women who comprise the majority of their customer base. In public transportation, especially during rush hours, the visual proportion becomes evident. Tramcars and buses clearly display more women than men. Gyms and fitness centers report 70% of their memberships are women, many openly admitting they attend both for exercise and the possibility of meeting the few available men. Labor statistics show Latvian women occupy 52% of managerial and executive positions, one of Europe's highest proportions, partially because there are simply more qualified women available for these roles. At social events like concerts, festivals, and public celebrations, the difference becomes visually striking, creating a unique social atmosphere where women have learned to be more proactive in social interactions than would traditionally be expected in other European countries. Point number 2. How this shortage affects romantic and social dynamics in daily Latvian life. Living in Latvia means experiencing courtship dynamics completely inverse to traditional European patterns. Latvian women, recognized among the world's tallest with average heights of 1 meter 70 centimeters, have developed sophisticated strategies for standing out within an extremely competitive romantic marketplace. In Riga's nightclubs, it's common witnessing 3 or 4 women openly competing for a single man's attention, creating scenarios that would be unthinkable in countries like Spain or Italy. Latvian men report receiving direct invitations from women for dinners, events, and activities, something rarely occurring in other European cultures where men traditionally take initiative. Dating applications function completely differently. While in other European countries women receive hundreds of messages and can be selective, in Latvia they must write first and maintain interesting conversations to capture masculine attention. Latvian online dating sites have developed special features where women can send virtual gifts to men, a characteristic that doesn't exist in other countries' versions because there's no demand. At speed dating events organized in Riga, typically 20 women participate for every 10 men, and organizers have created special formats where one man can simultaneously converse with multiple women. Latvian women invest significantly more in personal appearance than the European average. Latvia's cosmetics and fashion market has a female per capita value of €1,200 annually, compared to €800 in France. Beauty salons report waiting lists up to 3 weeks long, and many women spend between 15 and 20% of their income on aesthetic treatments and clothing. In social settings, Latvian women have developed a culture of romantic proactivity. They frequently pay for dinners, plan dates, and take initiatives that in other European cultures would be considered traditionally masculine. Latvian psychologists have documented a unique phenomenon called romantic competition anxiety, affecting approximately 40% of single women between 25 and 35 years old. This reality has also created a thriving market for relationship coaches and matrimonial consultants, specializing in helping women stand out in this competitive environment, an industry that practically doesn't exist in other European countries, where female competition for masculine attention isn't nearly as intense. Point number 3. The extraordinary advantages of being male in Latvia's job market and social sphere. The shortage of men has created unique opportunities within Latvia's labor market that simply don't exist anywhere else in Europe. Latvian companies actively compete to hire men, especially in traditionally masculine sectors like engineering, technology, and construction. Male salaries in Latvia run approximately 22% higher than female salaries for equivalent positions, not necessarily due to discrimination, but because scarcity creates premium demand for specialized masculine labor. Technology companies in Riga offer special relocation packages specifically targeting male engineers and programmers from other European countries, including free housing, Latvian language courses, and even social matchmaking services. In construction and manufacturing sectors, where male participation is traditionally high, companies pay hiring bonuses up to €5,000 for contracting qualified men, something unprecedented throughout the rest of Europe. Male entrepreneurs in Latvia find greater financing accessibility. Banks report that commercial loans requested by men have an 87% approval rate compared to 73% for women, primarily because investors view masculine entrepreneurs as valuable rarities. In service sectors, restaurants and bars compete to hire male waiters and bartenders because they attract more female clientele. Riga's nightclubs maintain free entry for men policies every day of the week, while women pay full admission, exactly opposite to what occurs in cities like Barcelona or Amsterdam. Food delivery and courier services pay up to 30% more to male delivery workers because female clients, representing 60% of the market, prefer being served by men. In real estate, male agents achieve 28% more successful sales because female buyers, especially single women, prefer working with male agents. Latvian universities have implemented special scholarship programs to attract male students, particularly in careers where female participation exceeds 80%. The fitness and personal training sector has experienced a boom. Male personal trainers charge up to 50% more than their female colleagues and maintain waiting lists up to 2 months long. Even in sectors like education, traditionally dominated by women, male teachers are extremely valued and frequently receive multiple job offers with benefits superior to the European average for educators. Point number 4. The unique challenges and social pressure of being male in Latvia. While being male in Latvia might seem like an absolute advantage, reality includes unique social pressures that don't exist in other European countries. Latvian men face extraordinarily high expectations. They're expected to be exceptional providers, perfect romantics, and constantly socially available. The pressure to choose among multiple romantic options creates what local psychologists call affective decision fatigue, documented in approximately 35% of single men between 25 and 40 years old. Many Latvian men report feeling overwhelmed by constant attention and disproportionate expectations from surrounding women. Male support groups in Riga have grown exponentially, with over 1,200 registered participants seeking help managing the social pressure of having multiple romantic options. Masculine social life becomes complex. Going out with male friends frequently becomes an experience where they're constantly approached by women, making it difficult to maintain normal conversations or activities. Group sports, traditionally masculine spaces, now include female spectators who go specifically to observe and meet players, changing these encounters' dynamics. Married men face constant temptation and social pressure toward infidelity, with divorce rates initiated by women at 43%, significantly higher than Europe's 31% average. Female competition for their attention creates conflicts among friends and colleagues, placing men in uncomfortable social positions where any interaction might be misinterpreted. At work, men report discomfort from receiving unsolicited romantic attention from female colleagues, creating harassment situations that traditionally affect women more in other cultures. Latvian men seeking serious relationships face the challenge of distinguishing between women genuinely interested in them as individuals versus those motivated solely by scarcity. The pressure to maintain multiple simultaneous relationships is intense. Socially, they're expected to leverage their demographic advantage, but this conflicts with desires for monogamy and stable relationships. Mental health services report a 200% increase in male consultations related to social anxiety and romantic pressure. Paradoxically, some Latvian men emigrate to other European countries seeking more balanced relationships and less social pressure, creating a cycle that perpetuates masculine scarcity. The social expectation of economic success is extreme. Latvian women expect their male partners not only to have stable jobs, but to be exceptional providers capable of supporting entire families, creating additional financial pressure in an economy where salaries, though growing, remain below Western European averages. As you can see, living in Latvia offers a completely unique European social experience, especially for men who find themselves in an unprecedented demographic privilege position throughout the continent. The numbers speak for themselves. 84 men per 100 women create social, romantic, and economic dynamics that simply don't exist anywhere else in the developed world. This reality transforms Latvia into a genuine social laboratory where we can observe how gender scarcity affects every aspect of modern society. Latvian women, recognized for their beauty, education, and intelligence, have developed sophisticated strategies to compete in an extremely challenging romantic marketplace, while men navigate between extraordinary opportunities and unique social pressures. The job market has responded to this demography with special opportunities for men, premium salaries, and benefits you won't find in other European countries. However, as we've seen, this advantage comes accompanied by extraordinarily high social expectations and psychological pressures that many men find overwhelming. Latvia's economy has creatively adapted to this demographic reality, from restaurants competing for female clientele to entire industries that have modified their marketing and hiring strategies. Beauty, fitness, and entertainment sectors have flourished precisely due to female competition intensified by masculine scarcity. For those considering moving to Latvia, it's important understanding this isn't just a curious statistic, but a reality that permeates every aspect of daily life. Relationships function differently, social expectations are distinct, and both men and women must adapt to dynamics that challenge traditional European norms. Data suggests this demographic trend will continue for at least the next 2 decades, especially considering Latvian women have an 11-year longer life expectancy than men, and masculine emigration toward higher salary countries continues. Latvia represents a fascinating case study about how demographic imbalances shape entire societies, creating unique opportunities for some while presenting extraordinary challenges for others. If this analysis about life in Latvia seemed fascinating to you, please share this video so more people can learn about this unique demographic reality. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analyses of countries and cultures that challenge our traditional expectations. Which aspect of life in Latvia surprised you most? Do you think this demographic situation is advantageous or problematic? Share your opinion in the comments, and remember that your perspective enriches the conversation for our entire community.